And good afternoon, San Antonio. Welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. If you want to call the store while we're having the show today to ask a question about a product, the number is 210-341-1573. Now, if you don't live in San Antonio, but you hear the show and you have questions, you can always go to our website, which is happyhandyman.com. Out there you can look at the products that we're going to talk about today, and if perhaps you would like that shipped right to your front door, we have a great shipping rate in the state of Texas. We also ship all over. And if you order more than $20 worth, your shipping is only $6. If it's under 20, then your shipping is $8.35. And everything that I'm talking about today, we'll be happy to ship to you. Also, out on that website, there is an article that goes out every week talking about home maintenance. And then with that article, you can see the products that go with it, the videos that go with it. And if you would like that article to be right in your email, then just subscribe and it'll go there every week, every Wednesday. Okay. So if you've never listened to the show before, well, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. My name is Trudy Chook. I'm the manager of Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. I've been in the lumber and hardware business for about 45 years now. And so I am just super interested, and I have so much fun talking about all the things to make your house better, to let you enjoy doing do-it-yourself around the house, because I'll show you some projects to do, and then the right products to use, because this is the thing people get frustrated about when they're doing do-it-yourself, is they don't have the right product. They might have a product that they saw out on social media, and whoever was representing them makes it look so easy, and it makes it look like that's exactly the right product to use. But here we have had years in testing these products. Even the new things, we test them before we ever bring them out into the store and before we ever talk to you about them. Everything is easy if you know how to do it and you have the right product. So let's get started. So we've got some new things to talk about today, and one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I left back in my desk, and it's a new flapper, and it's a new flapper made by Fluid Master. And what is special about this flapper, because I know you're going to say, well, what's special about a toilet flapper? Have you ever gone to your hardware store and you get there and you see 4 feet of flappers and you go, what did mine look like? And some people will bring theirs in, but a lot of people just say a flapper is a flapper, right? There's different sizes, and there's different ones that are for different toilets. But for the most part, unless you've got a specific, like a Toto toilet or one of the more expensive toilets, you can get a flapper that's either a 2-inch flapper or a 3-inch flapper. And Fluid Master has come out with a flapper that is both. And so you can get that one flapper and know no matter what you've got going on at the house, that this flapper is going to work. And it's just got a couple of pieces that you either leave on for the 3-inch or take off to make it a 2-inch. And also, it's adjustable, so it lets you decide how much water is being flushed through your toilet. If you want a longer flush, it'll let you do that. If you just want just a real short, complete flush, well, you can adjust for that too. And it's brand new out from Fluid Master, and we have it here at Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Now, we do not have it yet, so don't come and ask me for it, okay? We don't have it yet, but you're familiar with the products we have called RMR. RMR makes the best mildew stain remover, okay? They make a stain remover. And because lots of times if you get mildew and you don't have mildew anymore, so you stop the leak or anything, there's a stain left behind. And RMR is a great cleaner to do that. It's especially good if you have silicone caulking around your tub or shower. And if you're familiar with silicone caulking, you know that no matter what, once it mildews, you can't get it off. But RMR is able to penetrate silicone caulking and clean the mildew off, and so you have a nice look again. It's also great for those of you that have front-loading washing machines, and the seals that are on the front of the washing machine, those get mildewed very easily. Even if you dry them out and leave the door open, they mildew. But with RMR, you can clean it off and have a nice clean finish. Well, they have come out with more than just a mildew cleaner. Now they have a home cleaning line, and I was super excited about this because we used to have a product called Holy Cow Degreaser. Holy Cow Degreaser was an amazing degreaser. It had no smell to it all, but it would clean off all kinds of grease with just one swipe. It wouldn't smear it. You wouldn't have to go back going through 2 or 3 times to clean it. It would just spray it on and then wipe it off, and it would be so clean. So like cleaning off your stove or cleaning off fingerprints, anything. I even used it on some pots and pans one time, and it got that off. You could use it on your clothes. It was amazing. But they were a family-owned business, and they hit on hard times, and all of a sudden you couldn't get Holy Cow anymore. But this new product made by RMR is a degreaser, and it is excellent. They're also going to have a glass and surface cleaner. They're going to have a tile cleaner, and I'm getting samples of all those in it. I have already tried the degreaser, and it's great. So I have real high hopes for this new line from RMR that we're going to be getting in. So a little update right now. I don't know if you've looked at your weather app on your phone or just watch the news. You know we're going to get some more freezing weather. So leave on all your freeze protection, okay? Just leave it on for a few more weeks. Probably after that, that'll be the end of it. But if you'll remember, it wasn't that many years ago where we had a huge snowstorm that shut down the city for like 5 days, and it was on Valentine's Day, and that was just yesterday. So you might leave on your freeze protection, so that means all your faucet protectors, all your pipe insulation, your freeze misers, leave them all on, and that way you don't get shocked. So if you don't know what a freeze miser is, let me tell you, it is an amazing, easy way to take care of freeze protection for your outside faucets. You literally put it on like you were doing a garden hose and turn the water on, and it will drip when the water temperature reaches 37, and then when it gets to be the water temperature is 45, it quits dripping. So it's a really good product, and we have plenty of them still in stock here at the hardware store. Let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, and the store is going to be open till 6:30 today. The phone number is 210-341-1573. I get a lot of questions about mildew and caulking. And we just talked about a little bit about RMR and what a great great cleaner it is for silicone caulking. But you have two choices. You can always clean with RMR, but if you don't want to do that, there is another choice. You can remove the silicone caulking that is in your bathtub or your shower, because it's always going to mildew, no matter, even if you dry it out, and you replace it with a caulking that does not mildew. It is siliconized, okay, but it's not a silicone caulking, so it doesn't mildew. And there are two that are my favorite. One of them is Polyseam Seal, okay, and Polyseam Seal comes in white, and it also comes in almond. It's one of the very few that come in almond. And what is so cool about this is, no, it will not mildew for like 7 years, and then it is an adhesive and a caulking. So when you put it around your tile and around around the bathtub, it will adhere to the tile and adhere to the tile. But if you're going to replace your caulking, there's a couple of things you have to do first. First thing you have to do is you have to remove all the old caulking. And you do that with a straight edge razor blade on the top, cut it on the top, cut it on the bottom, cut it in the middle, and start pulling it out. There are some caulk removers that are out there. One is called Contractors Dissolve It, and if you will spray it, it helps remove that. Once you remove it, however, there is a residue behind that, and you need to get all of that off also. If you leave just a small amount of silicone left from your old caulking, when you apply the new caulking, it will still mildew. So you got to get it all off. So, like I said, Polyseam Seal is a really good one. Also, Clean Seal by Sashco Sealants is a very good caulking that will not mildew. And if you need clear caulking, so around granite and things like that, it's called Lexel, Lexel. And it's crystal clear. You can even apply it when it's wet. And then I get a lot of questions about hard water stains. In fact, I had a bunch of people that came in today, and they said that they have cleaned their shower door, and within 2 weeks, the shower door looks cloudy again, and they want to know what to do. And so one of the ways to do that, the first thing you're going to want to do is to clean off all the hard water. And you're going to do that with a product called Delete Germ. And Delete Germ is a bathroom cleaner specifically made for toilet bowls. And the reason it does such a good job on your glass is because it removes hard water. Because that's some of the problems we have with toilet bowls. They get hard water buildup and they don't flush clean, and then you end up getting a dirty toilet all the time. You're having to constantly clean. Well, Delete Germ keeps your toilet flushing cleaner. It also will remove hard water off of glass simply, easily, quickly. And it doesn't have a strong chemical smell. If anything, it kind of smells like peppermint. And once you clean off all of your hard water, once you clean off all the hard water, and you have a nice crystal clean shower door, you're going to do something to protect it. One of them is, you're going to do two products. One is Invisible Shield, okay, and it's called Protective Glass and Surface Coating. And it kind of smells like rubbing alcohol, and you're going to put, once the glass is clean, you're going to put 2 coats on this and let it dry, okay? And then whenever you do clean your shower, so every other week or every week when you clean your shower, what you're going to do is spray the glass down again with Invisible Shield glass and surface cleaner and repellent. And the reason they say repellent is this product reinforces your protective glass and surface coating. And when you do that together, you will get almost a year of clean, clear glass. It is amazing. Why it works is the invisible shield seals up all the imperfections on your glass, okay? And seals them all up so that the water just rolls down the glass and doesn't get stuck in all these little imperfections. And so when you do that, along with a surface cleaner, then you will keep nice, clear, clean glass and not have to constantly be taking care of it. Okay, another question I get all the time is how to remove paint. And we see a lot of that right now because it is so popular to paint furniture and repurpose furniture. So my favorite go-to paint remover is called soy gel. And let me tell you why. Because it has absolutely no fragrance, no chemical smell. It has no MEs. It never did. Way before that was really popular or mandated, okay? And you can remove up to 7 coats of paint with soy gel, and it's so easy to use. You put it on whatever, like say you have a chair or a table, you want to put it on the surface going in one direction about 1/4 of an inch thick. And then my little secret is to cover it all then with saran wrap. And it works underneath the saran wrap and then never dries out because you don't want it to dry out. And in about 3 hours, you lift the edge of the saran wrap and run your finger over the soy gel. You don't even have to wear gloves. It won't even mess up your manicure. And then if you can see wood underneath, okay, you can see the surface, then you're done. If you can't, if you still see a couple of more layers of paint, just press it back down again and let it work longer. And then when you're ready to take it off, you take a plastic putty knife and remove it, and then you'll need to clean it with a TSP product, sand lightly, and you're ready to apply a new paint covering or a new stain. Now, if you are going to paint anyway, there's really no need to remove all the paint unless it's just a really sloppy paint job, okay? And you wouldn't get a smooth finish. If that's true, then you can sand and what they call it scuff sand and just get a nice smooth finish, and then you can use chalk paint. Okay, so we used to carry a chalk paint about 8 or 9 years ago. It was a really good chalk paint. And then the minute that she got really popular, she pulled it from all retail locations, and I couldn't buy it anymore. You could only buy it online. And I don't like to tell people to do that because I want them to see it, touch it, feel it. And so we waited and we waited, and I looked and I looked, and I finally found a product that I was really pleased with, and it's called Hwy paint. If you do if you go online and you look at it, you'll see so many professionals use Hwy paint. And it's because it's just an excellent chalk paint. It has great adhesion, they have great colors, and you do not have to remove any paint. I suggest that you clean with a TSP or a crud cutter degreaser, okay? I would probably still lightly sand because I want a nice smooth finish, and then you put on your chalk paint. Now, but with chalk paint, you always have to put on a finish, whether that be a varnish or you wax on a finish. Hwy has both, and they're both great products. But they have this other product that I am crazy over the moon about, and it's called 1 Hour Enamel. And what makes 1 Hour Enamel special is that this paint has a finish to it. So it's kind of like got varnish built into it. So you can put on 2 coats and be done with it. And you get a nice, smooth finish, a protective coating on top of it, and you don't even have to varnish. So if you're thinking about repurposing some furniture, and it just, you've seen all those things out there and you've gone, I want to try that too. Let me tell you, come by the store and let me show you the Wise Owl chalk paint and the 1 hour enamel and the things that we've done here at the store that you can see. Okay, let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, and the phone number is 210-341-1573. Let me tell you what we have new in the gift shop, because we went to market about 3 weeks ago. It's right after I sprained my ankle, and we just had the best buying trip. If you're watching on Facebook right now, you can see some of the new apparel that we have in. Some great dresses are really big right now. You see a lot of dresses, and great things for springtime, for our weather where it's, you know, lighter fabrics and things like that, and just really cute stuff. And we've gotten in 8 new pairs of yellow box. On Facebook right now, just show you one of the little kind that we have, and it has that yoga mat on the bottom of it, and so it's really comfortable to slide into, and this gold mat looks good with anything. And another thing, we have carried this jewelry line before. It's called H. Jane Jewelry, and I wear a bracelet all the time. It's the coolest thing. It looks like a Rolex bracelet, okay, and I like it a lot. And they came out with tennis bracelets that are super reasonably priced, and they stretch. And let me tell you, they are gorgeous, because I have a tennis bracelet that I bought 1,000,000 years ago. So the pricing back then and now, well, I couldn't afford a tennis bracelet now. But this, I put it up next to my tennis bracelet. You can't tell the difference. So these are so much fun, and H. Jane does such a good quality on their jewelry. You can shower in it, never have to take it off. It's so easy. Then we also got, it's made by Plus Corporation. It's called Guard Your ID. How many of you have to shred stuff all the time? You shred everything because it's got your address and stuff on it. Well, with Guard Your ID, you don't have to do that. You just have this roller that goes over everything, and it inks up over everything, and you can't see through it. It's really good. And I have 2 sizes. I have a small, and I have an extra large one. And then they also have what they call a Twiggy pair of scissors, and they're TSA compliant. So if you like to go on the plane and do some things like that and take a pair of scissors with you, then the Twiggies, you could keep them in your purse. So that's a couple of things. Oh, and we have these new microfiber towels. They are absolutely beautiful. Y'all know how excited I was about these microfibers, because they fold up so small, and you can put them in a drawer, and you could put several of them because they fold up so small. But these new microfibers, they're not just printed on one side, they're printed on both sides, and you get 2 different patterns. And if you ever wanted a nice kitchen towel that is super absorbent, come on in and take a look at the new microfiber. They're made by Workshop, and we got a boatload of them, and so you can take a look. $19.99, and they make a great gift. Now, one thing that I wanted to show you, yes, and that is sleek sockets. This is one of my favorite products, absolute favorite. If you're watching on Facebook right now, I'm showing you, it is what you would call a universal, okay, it covers up your electrical outlets, okay? And then there is a cord that goes down from that, and it gives you a place where you can plug a whole bunch of cords in. But your socket will look flat and smooth. I mean, you could even paint this. Like, say you had a wall, okay, and you didn't want that to stand out. Remember last week I talked to you about you can prime these things and then paint them with your paint? and then you won't see them on your wall. But let me tell you another thing that these sleek sockets are good for. They're good for furniture placement. So like if you have a sofa or something that you want to go completely flat against the wall and your electrical outlet is behind that, you can do that with sleek sockets. Child proofing, it's great for, because you're going to cover up everything, but you still have your cords. So, all right, I think that's my music in the background. Okay. All right, let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store is open till 6:30, and their phone number is 210-341-1573. And that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing: it will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.